Two supermen, two ideologies. One saves the world, and the other saves the people. Let's talk about what makes this man super. I really like Man of Steel. The set pieces, the action scenes, and the music were all amazing. Michael Shannon's performance as Zod was captivating, and Henry Cavill was quite possibly the perfect casting for Superman. But, as much as I love this movie, I'll be the first to admit that it has its flaws, especially as a Superman movie. Man of Steel runs into a problem a lot of films encountered when introducing a global threat. It's a common trope that is sometimes used to artificially raise the stakes and make the audience feel the weight of the impending danger. The film tells the audience that if the hero does not succeed, the world will end, and all the characters we were previously introduced to will all be gone. Now, this isn't a knock on movies that use this plot device, and it can actually work pretty well when it's executed effectively. In some ways, Man of Steel does a good job of raising the tension, to make us feel the threat of what might happen if Superman can't overcome his weaknesses and defeat the enemy. My issue lies within something else. I didn't think about it the first time I watched the movie. Honestly, I was too busy being mesmerized by the amazing visuals and musical masterpiece by Hans Zimmer. But upon rewatch, I knew something was off, especially when it came to the third act and that final fight with Zod. Oh, I hope no one was in there. That building looked full. Wait, he could have stopped that. I just think it's crazy watching Superman actively destroy the city without really caring too much about what happens. In animation, things like this can kind of be forgiven, but it hits differently in this case. Especially because in Batman vs Superman, we see things from Bruce's perspective. Bruce watches the destruction, sees innocent people die, and blames Superman. And honestly, he kinda has a point. I mean, this man straight up throws Zod through multiple buildings without even checking to see if they're empty or not first. And I'm betting they're probably not. And when they re-enter Earth's atmosphere after taking the fight into space, Clark could have tried moving the fight to somewhere a little more isolated like the mountains or a desert. But nope, they go right back to fighting a metropolis to cause even more destruction. Now I get it. When the entire Earth is in danger, you can't really stop to worry about what happens to one city. That's one of the moral dilemmas that come with being a global hero, having to wrestle with the fact that you can't completely eliminate collateral damage. All you can really do is try to limit it as much as you can. But by the time Supes and Zod start fighting, all the terraformers had already been destroyed, so the global threat was kind of already eliminated. Superman could have moved the fight to a remote location at any point, but I guess it looks cooler seeing buildings get blown up. Now, I still have mixed feelings about the upcoming Superman movie. And yes, I'm still salty they did my boy Henry dirty like that, but I do think this film has a chance to fix what Man of Steel got wrong. In the trailer, we see Superman saving a child from incoming debris. It looks like there's a much bigger threat behind her that he could be focusing on, but Superman swoops in and saves the girl regardless. Because if he can save someone's life, anyone's life, he's gonna do it, because that's who Superman is. Then later on there's a scene where people are protesting him, yelling at him, and throwing stuff at his head. He is the most powerful man on the planet. He doesn't have to be here in this situation if he doesn't want to be. But instead of flying away and letting the people deal with their own problems, he chooses to walk. He chooses to be there and let them do this. To me, it's like he's saying, you may not like me, you may not want me, but I'm going to be here when you need me. And I think that's what was missing from Zack Snyder's Superman. The humanity, the humility. Not just a god who shows up when the world is about to end, but a man who shows up to help one person at a time. That's the Superman I grew up with, and I hope this new movie brings him back. Let me know what you think. Do you prefer the world saver or the people protector? Let me know in the comments below. And sorry if this video isn't as well put together as the rest of my content. This is just something that I wanted to throw together and get out there before the end of the week. We will be back to our regular scheduled program in the next one. Until next time, and see ya.